Okay, here's your second workout. This will be for Wednesday. So first one that we're going to start with here is a single leg squat hold. So we do this one a lot during the season, but we normally do it as a concentric squat. This I'm just going to get you guys to do an isometric hold. So find yourself a sturdy block or chair, whatever that you can work with. And then what I want you guys to do is I want you to come into your squat position. And when you're here, a couple of things that I want you guys to keep in mind. The first thing is I want you to make sure that you've got good depth, and I want you to make sure that this knee does not start caving in. That's going to be your tendency. And what you're doing there is you're just transferring the load from your glute, where we want it, onto your quad, which we don't want. So you have to keep that knee straight, and not oftentimes the cue that we use is have that knee tracking towards the pinky toe side of your foot. So you've got some good depth. And then the second thing, after you've managed to get that knee tracking towards the pinky toe side, is you want to have an angle of the angle of your shin and the angle of your torso should be somewhat in line. That gives you a good acceleration angle to your body. So that's the posture you're looking for, is having that shin and your torso in parallel lines. So you go 30 seconds on the one side, flip around, 30 seconds on the other. Again, like we talked about, knee tracking to the pinky toe side of your foot, angle of your torso and your shin bone in parallel lines. Okay, second part here, this is another variation of the yoga push-up. We call this one the yoga runner's lunge push-up. So what you're going to do here, start yourself in push-up position. You're going to do a push-up, come to a downward dog just like we did last time, and then from here you're just going to lunge one foot forward. So here I've got my right foot forward. I'm just going to plant my left hand, open up my right arm to the sky, get a good twist through my thoracic spine, and then come back to down dog for a sec. Bring my left foot forward, plant my right hand, extend my left arm up, get a twist through my thoracic spine, and then plant again, down dog, and then head into your second rep. So again, you can go at a slow to medium pace here. This is again just, we've got getting some flexibility and mobility piggybacked on top of that push-up motion. Good enough? Okay. Third one that we're going to do here is a similar to like we did before with doing the hip thrust with the one leg elevated, except this time you're going to be doing a negative rep. So it's going to be an eccentric motion. So in the exact same way you're going to get yourself set up, I'm going to have this left foot flexed, right toes pointing to the sky, shoulder blades pushing down. So now my hip flexes up, and then I'm going to count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same thing on the other side. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hips all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Fourth one here. Again, we're going to set up. We're doing this row with these high top chairs that I've got here. We're going to change our grip this time and go for an underhand grip. So again, set yourself up. If you're unable to do this with your legs fully outstretched, that's fine. You can start with your feet on the ground, and if you want to, you can just flex, bend your knees and kind of flex your hips up, and then you can rep out from here. The other option is that you can also just bring some movement to your hips like that, where you drop your butt down and flex up as you're going. And then the most challenging option is to have your feet extended, legs straight, and then you're gonna move through some inverted rows this way. So we're gonna do 10 reps there. And then the last one is another core plank variation. So bring yourself out to push-up position. Arms underneath, hands underneath your shoulders. You gotta have your glutes flexed, one straight line from the top of your head all the way through your tailbone. And we're just gonna move through a marching plank. And I want you to do 10 one side and 10 the other. And when we're doing this, again, we're looking to have stable hips so that your hips aren't wobbling left and right while you're moving through it. Ideally, there's as little movement as possible through your hips, which really forces you to activate your glutes while you're working through that movement. All right, that's it. That's a good Wednesday, second day workout.